close.
Hey! Hi, family. Good to see you guys. Welcome.
Hey!
We want to welcome everybody to
Story time, story time, story time.
If you don't know who I am, I'm Bonnie G, in the place to be.
Hey!
And like I always say, wherever the Ruach is, honey, I just want to be present, okay? Call my name so I can tell you I am in the building here. And for those of you who are new to the platform, or y'all already know, but I'm going to reintroduce her, okay? She is none other than Auntie Shelly on the beat. That's right, y'all know we no longer do it for ourselves. But we do it for the community. Community-minded.
Hey,
yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I hope that everybody enjoyed your weekend. Or we hope everybody enjoyed your weekend.
Yeah.
It seemed really short.
It did.
I was like, oh, okay. Okay.
It did.
Yes.
I think mostly because maybe I slept.
Yeah, because
Shabbat I slept.
Yeah,
Yesterday I was
too.
up, but Shabbat I slept
too. Yes, Shalom. I did. I was able to get some good sleep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So listen, y'all know that we are going to, before we dive into, let me pin this message because it's such a good message.
Mm-hmm.
You know, before we dive into the book of Exodus, we're going to hit you with Maccabees. All right. So second Maccabees 1:24. And I love it because we're talking about Moshe, and here they are echoing Moshe's words. So,
yes.
And the prayer was after this manner: O Yahuwah Elohim, creator of all things, who is fearful and strong, and righteous and merciful, and the only and gracious King, the only giver of all things, the only just, almighty, and everlasting. You that delivered Yasharel from all trouble, and did choose the fathers and sanctified them. Receive the sacrifice for your whole people, Yasharel, and guard your own portion and sanctify it. Gather those together that are scattered from us. Deliver them that serve among the heathen. Look upon them that are despised and abhorred. And let the heathen know that you are our Elohim. Okay? Give them all the smoke. Punish them that oppress us and with pride do us wrong. Plant your people again in your holy place as Moshe has spoken it.
Yes.
And if you're in agreement, you just going to go ahead and say, and oh man, plant your people again.
Again. Which means you was there and you had to leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plant us again.
Plant us again. Listen, let us be rooted down.
And stay there.
Yeah, stay there. Stay there. All right, y'all don't know where that's from, but it's okay. Listen, for those of y'all that's new to the Storytime platform, welcome. But if these readings sounds different to you, it sounds a little off, it's because it is. You right. Let me turn it around so you can see why. So we're reading from the Sefer. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. So we're reading from here. So it's pretty close to our Hebraic as much as we can get to.
Yeah.
Everything is tainted, y'all. But as much as we can get to, this is as close to the Hebrew names, the name of our Messiah. So listen, it's not you, it's us. But if you want to join us, you can. Please purchase your book on Sefer.net. Not .com, because you ain't gonna find it, but .net. Make sure you remember that the O in the word story is actually a 0, and the E in the word time is actually a 3, as a reminder to going back to the covenant. Because why? The assignment is understood. With that being said, Auntie Shelly on the beat. But go ahead and give us a recap and tell the people where we at.
We are in Exodus 21. Because what we did,
I know.
That was a few days ago.
Yeah. Right.
I know we did the 10 Commandments.
Yes, we did.
We did the 10 Commandments. Yeah. Okay, I remember. We did the 10 Commandments.
Okay.
But remember, Yahuwah says, tell Moshe, I'm going to prove to the people that I talk to you.
Yes.
So get them all together. On third day, tell them all to wash, clean, everything. Don't go near your husband. Don't go near your wife. Put a rope around the mountain. Make sure they don't go break through, or they gonna die.
King James wasn't like, wait a minute, we read that part. Hold up. I remember that just because of that reaction.
Yes, and so and then he had Moshe to go up a little bit, and I think it was Aaron.
Yes.
Yeah, the first it was Moshe and Aaron. So then Moshe was talking to the people, and the mountain was smoking, and
thundering and lightning.
Yes. And then the people said, yeah, Moshe, we'd rather you talk to him.
We don't want him.
Yeah, we
don't think he'll die.
That's just too scary for us.
Yes.
So you continue to talk to him. We'll listen to you. You bring the word back.
Yep.
But before that happened, Yahuwah gave them the 10 Commandments.
Yes.
So at this point, they can't say we didn't know.
Yeah.
There's no more we didn't know. Because you got the basic 10 Commandments. And then now Moshe's up the mountain now.
Yeah,
right?
they're not. And then remember, he was setting up judgment for like the Hebrew servants if they serve him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
So now where he has to go up, get because Yahuwah's going to write it on the sapphire stones. So he has to go. He's up the mountain. I don't think.
You know what?
I think Aaron was up. So when he was given the 10 Commandments, they didn't go all the way up. Remember, Aaron had to go to one side, and Moshe still went up a little higher.
Okay.
When Yahuwah was talking, I'm trying to remember. Oh, I think I can look at.
Now, didn't Yahuwah tell Moshe to get the priest?
Yeah.
And then Moses, he was like, not because you told me not to. So then he told him to get Aaron.
Aaron, yeah.
To take us.
That's priest, so yeah.
Because Aaron's a Levite.
Yeah. So I mean all of them, but
Aaron, yeah, true.
And so now he's given the 10 Commandments, but now
he told him to make an altar.
Yeah, that's one of the. Oh yeah, they can't make it out of silver or gold. It has to be out of earth. I'm trying to just remember if. Oh, here we go. This week without some real. Right. Okay. So now the people are standing afar off because they told Moshe, "You go." And Moshe was like, "No." Moshe probably at this point don't want the responsibility.
Nah.
Like, yeah, let them talk to you.
They don't listen.
But now there's like, no, and they all stood back, and Moshe went up into the cloud.
Yes.
And so now he's receiving these instructions.
Yes.
But the 10 Commandments have already been given out. And we talked about the maidservant, like, if someone owes you money or something and you want them to be your servant, and remember, it's not a slave, it's a servant, they could be your servant for 6 years.
Yep.
7th year, they gotta go. They have every right to leave. And if their wife came with them, she can leave too. Now, if you gave him a wife, or I guess it probably works both ways, but if you gave him a wife, then he doesn't get to leave with the wife and children.
Right.
And if he wants to stay, you put an earring in his ear and he can stay. But if you're a woman and you had to go into servitude and he married you off to someone, you are the wife. Can't nobody just leave you there.
Right.
And you can't just leave.
No.
But so if he gave you somebody to wife and then they try to act crazy, they gonna get it. Basically, they in trouble, but that's it. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Auntie Shelley, for that recap. Listen, that was 3 days, okay? I mean, that was a long day. It wasn't 3 days, but y'all get a lot goes on the Sabbath and then on the first day. And then she also works. All right, so we're going to start on the 12th verse in the 21st chapter, okay? So it's just where she just left off, where she told you, okay? All right. He that smites a man so that he dies shall be surely put to death. And if a man lies not in wait, but Elohim deliver him into his hand, then I will appoint you a place whither he shall flee. But if a man come presumptuously, come on words, try to come at me, but I attacked it first.
You got it too.
Upon his neighbor to slay him with guile, you shall take him from my altar that he may die. And he that smites his father or his mother shall be surely put to death. Whoa, I ain't never known that part, but you know. And he that steals a man and sells him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
Whoa, that's what they did to us.
And human trafficking and all that
stuff. They still do that. Yeah.
And he that curses his father or his mother shall surely be put to death. He ain't playing with these parents.
Yeah, because verse 12, okay, he that smites a man so that he die shall surely be put to death. And if a man lie not in wait, okay. Yeah. So if it was an accident, then he says, I'm going to give you a place where you can go run to, a refuge, a city of refuge, because you didn't do it on purpose. But if you just presumptuously, I'm going to kill him, and then just go kill somebody, you get the death penalty.
18. And if men strive together, and one smite another with a stone or with his fist, and he dies not, but keeps his bed, if he... Oh, sorry. Let me read that again because I rushed the words. 18. And if a man strive together, and one smite another with a stone or with his fist, and he dies not, but keeps his bed, if he rise again and walk abroad upon his staff, then shall he that smote him be innocent. Only he shall pay for the loss of his time, and shall cause him to be thoroughly healed.
Workers' comp. Look at that.
Yes, Workers' comp.
In other words, if you hit him so hard that he injures himself that he can't work, you have to pay him.
Yeah.
Till he can go back to work.
Until he recovers.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh wow.
Workers' comp. Go ahead on disability.
Right, disability. Yeah.
You got
wow. Pay. And if a man smites his servant or his maid with a rod, and he die under his hand, he shall be surely punished. Notwithstanding, or if he continues a day or two, he shall not be punished, for he is his money.
So basically, that's what I mean. Like, there's a difference between a slave and a servant. You can't just... I didn't say you can go around beating on people. Yeah. You ain't me.
Whopping somebody up across the head. Yeah.
Talking about Kunta Kinte. That's a no-no. He said no. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
That's crazy.
And he says, and he died. If you hit him, keep hitting him and he dies, you're going to be punished. If you hit him and he takes to his bed, which means when you got through and he was alive, but then he dies. He also says if he continue a day or two, he shall not be punished, for he is his money. So I know what it means. It means like he died a few days later. But you're not going to be punished because you didn't really beat him to death, or you wasn't trying to beat him to death. Because you left him alive.
Okay.
But
what's that? He is his money part.
Because he's your servant, because he owes you money. That's why he's your servant.
Got you. Okay. I understand. Zobo. All right. And then also, nope. I was on the ladder. Ooh, almost.
Sometimes you be on a good ladder.
No, that one was a ladder because some people ain't even born yet before I even go there. See?
Oh.
All right. 22. If men strive and hurt a woman with child, so that her fruit depart from her, and yet no mischief follow, he he shall be surely punished according as the woman's man will lay upon him, and he shall pay as the judges determine. So if she loses her baby,
because y'all was messing around and accidentally hit her or something like that, her husband gets to pretty much say the damages.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna pay whatever the husband tells you to pay.
Wow.
Because you killed their baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all this is in here that we go according to today.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And if any mischief follows, then you shall give life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, burning for burning, wound for wound, stripe for stripe.
In other words, the punishment has to fit the crime.
Okay, girl. Yeah. Listen.
You can't give somebody a black eye and then try to kill them. It don't work like that.
The crime got to fit the crime.
Yeah. The
punishment
has to fit the crime. Yeah.
Okay. Every time when I read, never mind. But every time when I hear eye for eye, tooth for tooth, it's just.
I don't think it means if he punch you in the eye, you get to give him a black eye. But that punishment fits the crime, but it still.
I wish y'all could see the little big old bubbles on my head. Because yes, exactly. You know me. Not such a thing. All right, he knows.
Y'all crazy because I don't know what y'all talking about.
Because that's one of the lines.
Yes, that's right. So when they sing it, Ball of Confusion.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So when I read that,
okay.
Yeah, when I read it, the song is coming in my head. Come on, don't let me be the only one.
Okay, I hear you now.
Right, but he knew it. He knew it. Come on, Ashley. Tell me you didn't hear that. All right. 26. And if a man smites the eye of his servant or the eye of his maid, that it perish, he shall let him go free for his eye's sake. And if he smites out his manservant's tooth or his maidservant's tooth, he shall let them go free for his tooth's sake.
Oh, so if you do something to someone's body part, they just automatically get to go free.
Yeah.
If you hit him in the eye and he becomes blind, he can go. You knock his tooth out, he can go. See, this tells you like the difference between a servant that Yahuwah was talking about, and they try to say, it's in the Bible, you can have slaves. No, it's not. If they would have did it like this, Simon understood.
Yeah.
This is the way they were supposed to act.
Yeah.
When he gave us over to the nations.
Absolutely.
They were supposed to go by these rules.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
They did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's much a little too little.
Yeah.
All right. If an ox gores a man or a woman that they die, then the ox shall be surely stoned, and his flesh shall not be eaten, but the owner of the ox shall be innocent. Wow. Even
them animals.
Animals getting it too. You got some rules to follow too.
But then again, don't go messing with them like them kids be messing with them lions like you were talking about.
The tiger in San Francisco Zoo.
Leave him alone. But he said if the ox does it.
Yeah.
So maybe you ain't doing nothing to the ox. Maybe in that instance, the ox gotta die.
Yeah. And you can't eat it.
The ox knows better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can't eat it.
Can't eat it.
The ox dies, and whatever happens,
we having oxtails
give them to the vultures. I don't know, but you can't eat them.
You can't have it. I know you said wasted meat. No, it ain't. It ain't wasted. All right, 29. But if the ox were wont to be pushed with his horn in time past, and it has been testified to his owner, and he has not kept him in, but that he has killed a man or a woman, the ox shall be stoned, and the owner also shall be put to death, because he didn't put him away when he was supposed to.
Right, because you knew your ox was violent. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, there's so much common sense in here.
Yeah.
If there be laid on him a sum of money, then he shall give for the ransom of his life whatsoever is laid upon him. Whether he have gored a son or have gored a daughter, according to this judgment shall it be done unto him. If the ox shall push a manservant or a maidservant, he shall give unto their Adonai 30 shekels of silver, and the ox shall be stoned.
Oh, so they got to pay up.
Come on.
These lawsuits.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, lawsuit.
Lawsuit. But this how much money you get, and the ox has to be stoned.
Yeah, and again, you can't eat
and
them.
you can't eat them.
And if a man shall open a pit, or if a man shall dig a pit, or not cover it, and an ox or an ass fall therein, the owner of the pit shall make it good and give money unto the owner of them, and the dead beast shall be his.
Mm-hmm. So it says you can't go around digging holes trying to catch people animals. If something falls in a hole you dug because you didn't cover it, or you didn't put proper warnings upon it, that's on you.
Yep, you need to pay, and now that dead animal is yours.
And you can have a dead animal. Yeah.
You got to get it out. And if the ox of one man hurts the ox of another, that he dies, then they shall sell the live ox and divide the money of it. And the dead ox also they shall divide.
Oh, so I guess they can eat that ox.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all split.
Yep, y'all got to split.
50-50.
Or if it be known that the ox has used to push in time past, and his owner has not kept him in, he shall surely pay ox for ox, and the dead shall be his own.
Yeah. So if your ox is known, we ain't splitting nothing 50-50. You gotta give me a brand new ox. Yep. And you keep the dead one.
Yep. Yeah. So if your ox ain't got no good reputation,
you better keep him inside.
Keep him inside. If your dogs don't got no good representation,
keep them inside. Reputation. You know how they act. You know how it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Laugh out loud. He says, Brandon says, just get you an ox.
He said, just get your ox.
Oh, yeah, facts.
Yeah. Dude, go get your ox. Man, he over there acting
That's so crazy, though. He went as far. Y'all went in as far as to get settled with the animal kingdom, too.
Yes.
Because you know how people be letting their dogs go? Mm-hmm. And they be like, well, my dog never bit anyone. Mm-hmm. Like, man, he got teeth, right?
Yep. He gonna bite somebody.
Maybe you just wasn't seasoned enough. Maybe he just wasn't messing with you. Maybe he saw that little melanated person over there and was like, that's a seasoned brother I want to take a bite out of. You know, he got rules for them. That's crazy to me. Mm-hmm. All right, 22 of Exodus. If a man shall steal an ox or a sheep and kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox and 4 sheep for a sheep. Bro, is it worth it?
It's not. Exactly. He's making it not worth it to steal something.
Yeah.
You stole 1 sheep, you got to get back 4. You going to think about that before you steal somebody's sheep or somebody's oxen. Now, if I get caught, I got to buy. And what if I got that many already, why am I stealing yours?
Right.
Yeah.
And then if I don't have oxen at all, I ain't got 5 to get back.
Now I'm going to have to be your servant. So the ox is paid for.
Linda said, that's why we kept Thor inside. With a name like Thor, you better keep him inside.
But see how practical Yahuwah is? He sets up these laws as deterrents.
Yeah.
Where our laws are the opposite.
Yeah.
You get a whole bunch of privilege and it goes by who you are and who you think is a person. And you was, I don't care who you are in the Hebrew community, this is how y'all gonna roll. Mm-hmm. Right here. These my rules.
Yep, this is righteousness.
Yes. Yeah.
This is what righteousness look like. All right. If a thief be found breaking in and be smitten that he dies, there shall no blood be shed for him. If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him. For he should make full restitution if he has nothing. Then he shall be sold for his theft.
Yep. So if you found breaking in somebody's house and somebody hit you and you die, ain't nobody died. No. Wow. Don't get to talking about eye for an eye. He killed my brother, I'm going to kill him. No. You was breaking in somebody's house, they hit you and you happen to die.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Stay out of people. That's a deterrent. Yeah. Stay out of people's house.
Stop trying to take things that ain't yours.
Ain't nobody finna creep
I was like, what is that, Brandon? I see it. He's like, yeah, I got you. All right. Let me see. 5?
3.
Oh, 3. If the sun be risen upon him, therefore,
Yeah,
4. If the theft be certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be an ox or an ass or a sheep, he shall restore double. I'm telling you, it ain't worth it, man.
Ain't worth it.
Keep your hands off the stuff that don't belong to you.
Yep.
We need to go back. I like this one. I like these rules. They're so, I mean, I understand.
It's justice, yeah. This is justice.
This is some good laws.
Yeah.
If a man shall cause a field or a vineyard to be eaten, and shall put in his beasts, and shall feed in another man's field, or the best of his own field, and of the best of his own vineyard shall he make restitution.
Oh, so he said, don't even
like keeping
don't feed your animal somebody else's
vineyard.
Food. Yeah. Or you got to give back not just from your vineyard, but from the best grapes in your vineyard. You ain't going over there to the scrawny ones that's grown over and dry. You getting the best ones, and you got to give it back to them.
See, Yahuwah knew his people. Mm-hmm. He said, "Let me set this up real quick, because you know what? These Hebrews,
you're just not gonna get away with anything.
They're gonna be like, I'll pay you back. Don't worry, man.
Yeah,
them grapes be looking like whatever.
Yeah. He said no. They
like,
get the best ones. Though. Yeah.
He said no.
See how all this stuff is a deterrent? It's meant to be a deterrent.
Yeah. You
grow your own grapes. Or go over there and ask your neighbor for some grapes.
Right.
What you stealing for?
7. If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money.
6.
I was making sure you was paying attention.
Oh, okay.
And you was. Thank you. If fire break out, okay, watch out, fire. If fire break out and catch in thorns, so that the stacks of grain, or the standing grain, or the field be consumed therewith, he that kindled the fire shall surely make restitution.
Man, he got them coming and going.
I'm telling you.
Don't be trying to set fire to your neighbor's grain. You're going to have to get that back too. And grain catch on fire quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
So don't do it. You got to give back.
7. If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to guard, and it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double. If the thief be not found, then the master of the house shall be brought unto the judges to see whether he have put his hand unto his neighbor's good. So whether you stole it. If I ask you to watch my stuff,
yeah.
For all manners of transgressions, whether it be for I was making sure y'all reading right. Whether it be for ox, for ass, for sheep, for raiment, or for any manner of lost thing, which another one challenges to be his, the cause of both parties shall come before judges, and whom the judges shall condemn, he shall pay double unto his neighbor.
So you take him to court.
Yep.
Remember, and that's what Jethro was telling Moshe to do. Set up this system.
Oh, yes. Yep. And now we're seeing what it looks like further. If a man delivers unto his neighbor an ass, or an ox, or a sheep, or any beast, to guard, and it die, or be burnt, or be hurt, or driven away, no man sin it, then shall an oath of Yahuwah be between them both, that he has not put his hand unto his neighbor's goods, and the owner of it shall accept thereof, and he shall not make it good. And if it be stolen from him, he shall make restitution unto the owner thereof. If it be torn in pieces, then let him bring it for witness, and he shall not make good that which was torn.
So basically, they got to prove everything. Like, maybe you really, really didn't take it. Take this to the judges.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I'm sure Ruach would speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if a man borrows aught of his neighbor, and it be hurt, or die, the owner thereof being not with it, he shall surely make it good. But if the owner thereof be with it, he shall not make it good. If he be a hired thing, it came for his hire.
At first I didn't understand what.
Yeah, I'm like, what you mean? You
no,
see, like
he
if he
said
be with
if
it,
you're like, if you're working for him and something happens, it's on the owner because you're using it, but it's still with the owner.
Got you.
Like you didn't take it away; it's still with the owner. Like you might have said, I'm trying to think of an instance where it would still be with the owner. Working for him is one.
Like, okay.
It would still be with the owner.
I think I got an idea. Like, okay, so like, say if you're working something, you're at work and something that you're using that belongs to the job, it breaks, but it's still the job's. It's covered.
Yes, you don't have to pay.
You don't have to pay for it.
You don't have to pay for that.
Now listen, this is righteous law, so I wouldn't say you go to your job tomorrow and start breaking everything. Oh, oops, my bad.
Yeah, no,
because they're gonna make you pay for it. Don't do that. All right. 16. Mm-hmm. And if a man entices a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his woman.
Gotta marry her.
Not when. Okay, so it's not like
you enticed her, so it's not rape because you enticed her and she went. Yeah, you seduced her. She went with you. You're married. You don't know what you was doing.
I don't know. That's too many K-dramas for you.
You're married.
Yeah. Consider it. Not when you get her pregnant, then you be like, hey, I gotta get you married.
Ain't no baby mama
it's
drama.
The moment when you go in, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. When you took her, when you enticed her.
After the first time.
Yeah. The first time. Yes. Mm-hmm. That's your wife.
Withholding nothing. Yeah.
Y'all mad.
Yeah. That be your wife. That boy be your husband. All right. 17. If her father utterly refuses to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins.
Oh, because the father said, no, you're not getting her. Because, let's face it, like some, especially like teenagers, remember, they're teenagers when they get married, but, they a lot more mature.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the girl be like, oh, I love him. Well, let's force dad to let us get married. Let's just do this. Then we automatically marry. What he gonna do? But the father can say no and then give money.
Wow.
No, you still ain't getting her. I promised her to somebody else. You still ain't getting her. Y'all thought y'all was slick. No, you ain't getting her.
Wow.
He said, you shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins. So you have to still give dowry as if she was a virgin. Like,
right. But who's receiving this, the one that got both? Like, he got the girl and he get the money? That sounds like a come up. No emphasis intended.
He shall pay money. Yeah, because usually it's the father that pays the dowry.
But the father's paying for the
But no, but in this case, the husband.
Oh, the husband is paying the dowry for taking the virginity.
Yes. In this case.
I was about to say
because you shouldn't have tried to be that sneaky.
Okay, I was about to say, wow, wait a minute. It sounds like he winning. He get the woman and money.
Because remember, they're supposed to go to the father in the first place anyway.
Facts. Can the mama say no too? It looks like this is a daddy only position.
Daddy thing. I mean, she could say no. I mean, I'm not saying she can't get it being on the conversation, but
we talking about scripture.
The father has to enforce the rule, basically.
All right. Ooh, there's some whoopings going on back in this day too. Let me see. 18. You shall not suffer a witch to live.
Stay there. You heard that? It's plain. It's simple. We ain't.
So, okay, let's just.
We ain't praying for no witches to live. We're not.
Tolerate them to live. Let's see. Whosoever lies with a beast shall surely be put to death. Ooh, isn't bestiality so
Yeah, they don't be.
Plus,
I think they can marry him now.
I mean, if you can marry a building. Listen, and then get the nerve to divorce it after 2 years. You know what I mean? People been walking inside your wife. That's just weird.
You're a crazy girl. Oh, you were thinking that. I would never even think of that.
I mean, she cheating anyway.
Oh.
All right. Or he cheating.
And we learned about in Jasher how them people they was coming out. Have human hat. Wait, would you
No. But that sounds like an interesting and real story that I missed out on. Y'all be in my sleep.
Yeah, they had one of them in Dasher. It was human. I think from the waist up. Was you on that one?
Oh, is that with the horse
from the
body?
Waist up? And
is that where they get
think it was a donkey body, and we was talking about the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and then when they went into the
that was in the cave.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
No, I don't.
Oh, maybe no. I think we was reading about that
in
Jasher with King James.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly, Linda. But these people like marrying buildings and stuff like that.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. Because right there, y'all not even starting with trust, okay? There's no trust there. Your wife or husband foundation is already messed up. All right. We 20, yeah. He that sacrifices unto any Elohim, save unto Yahuwah only, he shall be utterly destroyed.
Mm-hmm. No idols. Remember, he talking to us. He's talking to us, his people. No, that's a no-go. It's me.
So what about? Okay, say like I like a different singer, and I'm aware that this singer served different idols, different deity. Can I still like rock with this singer?
What you think?
Listen, I'm asking questions.
I mean, if they rock with different deities,
and they
lyrics finna be out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So what you doing rocking with them? Mm-hmm. Their lyrics are gonna be against Yahuwah. So what you rocking?
Thank you, Auntie Shelly on the beat. Bump.
I'm just saying.
I mean, we got some rappers here, y'all, on here. Auntie Shelly on the beat. That's how she got her nickname. Brandon on here. He raps. I mean, we got some people that do some music. Auntie Cam sings.
Cam.
I mean, y'all want to hear some music. We got it.
But it got to be unto him.
Oh, right. It's unto him. It be on fire.
Because he don't suffer witches to live.
Facts.
Because most of the other ones, they witches.
And they tell you in their music, y'all, they do.
They witches and warlocks.
Yes. Ash hit me with nope. She said, that's condoning what they stand for.
Yes.
You stay in alignment. Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, I used to love Beyonce until I found out she was a witch.
Right.
Yeah, and that's when I asked that question, that's who I had my mind on.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, back in my day, it was Diana Ross. I love me some Diana Ross. I called Beyonce the after Diana Ross, and then somebody gonna be after Beyonce. It's always gonna be somebody.
It's always they be having their little proteges and stuff.
Yeah, because she was all flashy with the cute clothes and changed them all the time in concert. And yeah.
Linda goes on and said, "Who's that on the cover riding on a white horse? Be who?"
She got every color horse.
Yeah, she had the red horse, the white horse, the black horse. Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all know. Y'all know. She know y'all know, and she don't care because y'all still be making money. All right, where we at?
21.
You shall neither vex a stranger nor oppress him, for ye were strangers in the land of Mitzrayim. Mm-hmm. So you already don't do something that you already lived through. You already been through.
Yeah,
that's how
don't
I'm taking
do that to somebody else. Yes. Don't get to acting like Sodom and Gomorrah. Remember how they was treating people? Who said something
Brandon
crazy?
said Shelly had the new Jack sewing shoulder pads.
Yeah, girl, 80s. Don't hate.
We don't want them back. Well, unless we can freshen and make it look cool.
We don't want them back.
I mean, we can make it cool.
Yeah,
if you can.
If you can. But yeah.
I mean, if you're a Joe Banner, you can.
But you're right. I did. Sure
I can just imagine. I can just imagine her. She was cutting up back in her day. All right. 22. Ye shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child. If you afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry. Ooh, y'all. Okay. I know he's talking about a fatherless child, but we are children.
Or the widow, somebody without her husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was about to climb a ladder real quick. So you let me know.
Climb it.
So we are children without our father. The amount of crying that we have done, these people are going to get it. But he could be just talking just straight up like.
Well, that is what he's talking about, straight up.
See,
here.
I told you sometimes them ladders be cheap.
But I mean, it's the same thing. But now we got him back, so
that's true.
We know who he is. But here he's talking about an actual widow, because remember, mothers usually stayed home and took care of the child, and it was the husband that went out and worked. So now her stream of income is gone, and they were the ones that were most, especially when Yasrael started acting up, they would prey on the widows. You know, like take their home and you know, take advantage of them, and Wow. So he said, I'm going to hear them. They're going to cry to me, and I'm going to hear them.
And my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword. And your women shall be widows, and your children fatherless.
Yeah.
Try me if you want to.
Don't play with me. I'll make your wife and child the same way you doing to that one. Your wife and child will be widow and fatherless.
If you lend money to any of my people that is poor by you, you shall not be to him as a usurer, neither shall you lay upon him usury. If you at all take your neighbor's raiment to pledge, you shall deliver it unto him by that the sun goes down.
So he says no interest. There's no such thing as interest with you.
Ooh, this thing.
If somebody borrowed $5, they're giving you $5 back.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't come talking about it's $5.50 or $6. No.
$8.
No, you are not to do that. And if the raiment thing, he's saying, if they gave you something for a pledge, like, okay, just let me hold some real quick. I'm gonna go work, and here's my coat. At the end of the day, give them their coat back.
Right.
Because they might have to sleep in the street. That might be their cover, so I'm giving their coat back. At the end of the day, I don't care if they gave you money or not. I don't care if something happened and they make enough. You give them their coat back. At the end of the day, you are not to keep it.
Wow. He ain't playing. He is so intentional.
Like, don't keep nothing over nobody's head.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah.
For that is his covering only. It is his raiment for his skin. Wherein shall he sleep? And it shall come to pass when he cries unto me that I will hear, for I am gracious.
He said, don't give back to him and let me hear his cry. See what happened to you.
You shall not revile the Elohim, nor curse the ruler of your people. You shall not delay to offer the first of your ripe fruits, and your liquors, the firstborn of your sons, shall you give unto me. Likewise, I know somebody said, wait a minute, go back. And of your liquors, okay, the firstborn of your sons shall you give unto me.
Wait, look, y'all. This don't mean
look. Somebody said,
no your liquor cabinet. He talking about first fruits.
Oh, listen, somebody was gonna pour it, open it up, and pour it on the ground.
This is for Yahuwah.
Right. I got you the best of the Patron, Father. Yeah.
This costs money. This for you.
And then squeeze a lime on it. You know what I'm saying? I just sprinkle some salt because he said I'm the salt of the earth. You know how they have salt around the rim?
You're talking about their wine or their drink, because they did have drink offerings.
Got you.
So he says, give unto me your first ripe fruit. So the first one that comes ripe and is good, that belongs to me.
Got you.
Yeah.
Boy, a lot of people was about to get into this truth. Like, I can drink.
That's what the Feast of the First Fruit is about, because that's about the time it's harvested. He said, that's mine. Y'all know some people was, at least they was going to try to use it as an excuse. And remember, there's a difference between wine and spirits. That's why they're called two different things.
Yeah, wine and spirits.
Here we're talking about wine. Okay. Like you said, don't be giving me no Patron,
right,
no Jack Daniels, and no whiskey. Yeah, no.
Jack Daniels?
No.
I offered you the best, sir.
Yeah. No.
With your lamb, okay?
Yeah, no.
Listen, I'm not mad at these Hebrews. They get real creative.
Right.
They get real creative. All right. Likewise shall you do with your oxen and with your sheep. 7 days it shall be with his dam. On the 8th day you shall give it to me. And ye shall be holy men unto me. Neither shall ye eat any flesh that is torn of beasts in the field. Ye shall cast it to the dogs.
So basically saying whenever you do eat meat, it got to be fresh.
Gotcha.
It can't be some dead animal you see lay in the field. Don't take that home and eat it for no meat. No, leave that for the animals. It's contaminated. It's, it probably already have worms or anything. He said, no, you can't take it home and wash it.
No. Hey, that's what we gonna do. We're gonna wash our meat.
He said, no, just leave it there in the field for the dogs.
23. You shall not raise a false report. Put not your hand with the wicked to be unrighteous witness. You shall not follow a multitude to do evil. Neither shall you speak in a cause to decline after many to pervert judgment. Neither shall you countenance a poor man in his cause. If you meet your enemy's ox or his ass going astray, you shall surely bring it back to him again. If you see the ass of him that hates you lying under his burden, and you will forbear to help him, you shall surely help him.
Man, Yahoo, do you think of everything?
Listen, even if you can't stand that dog, and you know who that dog belongs to,
and you can't stand the owner, you finna help that dog.
You got to help that dog, and you
I ain't playing with you.
Yeah, the owner.
Yep. I don't care about your feelings. You gonna help that dog.
Wow.
Yeah, you gotta do it. But he said which one did you do?
You shall not follow the multitude to do evil?
Okay. Well, that was one. The false report, put your not hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. Don't, because you want something from somebody or you think the judgment gonna go your way, don't get the line for other people like you like me this time and next time.
Or I'll give you when I get this settlement money, I'll give you a chunk.
Yeah, just say this. Say, don't do that.
That'd be a say this lie. Don't do that. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Okay, 6. You shall not pervert the judgment of your poor in his cause. Keep far from a false matter, and the innocent and the righteous slay you not. For I will not justify the wicked.
Yeah, just to point out, 6 is saying you can neither take the rich man's side or the poor man's side. Everything got to be righteous. And you can't like again, because you can't take bribes.
No.
Because somebody got a whole bunch of money, that person ain't got no money, so I'll just take a bribe. No, can't do it. Everything has to be on the up and up righteous.
Oh, man.
Whether judge by the Torah. That's all you got. I don't care if they rich, poor, I don't care what it is. You judge it according to my word.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see. 8. And you shall take no gift. That's bribes, right? Yeah. For the gift blinds the wise and perverts the words of the righteous.
Yep, those are bribes. Yep.
Oh, man. Also, you shall not oppress a stranger, for he know the heart of a stranger, seeing ye were strangers in the land of Mitzrayim. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know how it feels. I don't care that they did this, they did that. You just like the what's the people, with the fringes.
Oh, yeah.
You gonna kiss my feet. Like y'all we finna do the y'all.
Yeah, that organization. Yeah.
He said, no, you're not. I'm getting ready to.
Yeah.
Who says vengeance is mine? I'm going to judge the nations. You just go sit on the throne. And when I'm done, and execute righteous judgment according to the Torah.
That just lets me know that they might have skipped over this.
Yeah, right. I have people kiss your feet.
Maybe.
Please.
All right, and then 10. And 6 years shall you sow your land, and shall gather in the fruits thereof. But the 7th year you shall let it rest and lie still, that the poor of your people may eat. And what they leave the beasts of the field shall eat. In like manner you shall deal with your vineyard and with your olive yard.
See how he sets everything up.
Everything.
He said for 6 years you could farm your land. The 7th year leave it alone, but stuff is still won't grow.
Yeah.
So that's for the poor people.
Wow.
Leave it alone.
6 days shall you do your work, and on the 7th day you shall rest, that your ox and your ass may rest, and the son of your handmaid and the stranger may be refreshed. And in all things that I have said unto you, be guarded, and make no mention of the name of other Elohim, neither let it be heard out of your mouth.
This is the name I was spoken in my lands, or the land I'm bringing you into is mine. Because we're witnesses. Because we're witnesses.
Wow.
I don't want to hear you saying nothing, but I'm a Leo. Sorry. No, you're not.
Wow.
This whole astrology thing.
Yeah.
Pisces.
Yeah.
Scorpio.
Yeah, all that.
It should not be coming out your mouth. This is how I know he's a Hebraic father. I can't
shut your mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
Watch the taste up.
Throwing shoes at your mouth.
Think another word. Okay?
Don't let it come out your mouth.
I can't see another person from a different nation saying this line right here with season. I can't.
No.
Wow. Okay, Father. 14. 3 times you shall keep a feast unto me in the year. You shall guard the feast of matzah, unleavened bread. You shall eat unleavened bread 7 days, as I commanded you, in the time appointed of the month of Aviv. For in it you came out of Egypt, or Mitzrayim, and none shall appear before me empty. And the feast of harvest, and the feast of harvest.
Yeah, that's the first fruits.
Yep, the first fruits of your labors, which you have sown in the field, and the feast of inner gathering.
I think that's the
in gathering.
No, that comes. Okay, it's the feast. Passover, unleavened bread, first fruit, feast of weeks.
Okay. Oh, because you'd be gathering, right? No, I don't know.
First fruits is the.
This is inner gathering.
Yeah,
I don't know. In gathering. If anyone else can break that down, that will help us.
I know it's the feast of weeks. There's the next feast, so I'm not sure what it means by the in gathering. I mean, I know they was all in the.
It's going to tell us.
Okay.
And the feast of in gathering, which is in the end of the year, which you have gathered in your labors out of the fields. 3 times in the year, all your males shall appear before Adonai Yahuwah. No hametz, leavened bread, shall be upon my offering of blood, and no fat of my feast shall remain till morning. The first of the fruits of your land you shall bring into the house of Yahuwah Eloheka. You shall not seethe a kid in his mother's milk. Behold, I send an angel before you to guard you in the way, and to bring you into the place which I have prepared. So and that's true, because the angels were going before him.
And remember, they're still on their journey.
Yeah. And taking them through. Yeah, that's true. Beware of him and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions. For my name is in him.
He's telling them the angel I send, don't play with him. He will take you out.
He said, don't play with him. Don't provoke him.
He'll take you out. Mess with him.
Don't be trying to, I'm just joking.
Mm-hmm. Trying to get stuff by him, trying to do stuff wrong.
My name is in him. He
said he got his orders.
Slice.
Don't play.
Okay? All right. Wow. But if you shall indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto your enemies, and an adversary unto your adversaries. For my angel shall go before you, and bring you in unto the Amorites, and the Hittites, and the Perizzites, that's them today, and the Canaanites, and the Hivium, and the Uvusium, because you will see them.
Whatever.
I don't know how to say that word. All right. It's
one of them ites and kites.
Yeah, it's one of them. But it looked like you will see them. But anyway, it's you will see them.
Like that.
And I will cut them off. You shall not bow down to their Elohim, nor serve them, nor do after their works. But you shall utterly overthrow them, and quite break down their images. And ye shall serve Yahuwah Elohim, and he shall bless your bread and your water, and I will take sickness away from the midst of you.
So now he's telling them, like, when you get to that land, break down all their altars.
Okay.
Break them all down. Don't get to, oh, this one is cute though. No. Gotta go. Out. Break it out. It's gone. Bye. Dust.
There shall nothing cast their young, nor be barren in your land. The number of your days I will fulfill. I will send my fear before you, and will destroy all the people to whom you shall come. And I will make all your enemies turn their backs unto you. And I will send hornets. There we go with them hornets. We met them in Joshua though. And I will send hornets before you, which shall drive out the Hivium and the Canaanites and the Hittites from before you. I would not drive them out from before you in 1 year, lest the land become desolate. The beasts of the field multiply against you. By little and little I will drive them out from before you, until you be increased and inherit the land.
He said, don't worry about, some of them still gonna be there for a little while, but that's only because I want your land to keep getting worked and worked. But as you grow, I'll send them out.
Kind of like what they did with the Hebrews when the Mitzrayim, little by little, how they came out of their jobs. You know, when Pharaoh said, no, just go in there and
when Egypt said go in there and work with them and then slide out, little by little.
Because they were multiplying even in that.
Yeah. So he said, when you come into the land, I'm going to give you some land.
Yeah.
But it's still going to be a whole bunch more that's yours.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to drive everybody away at once. But as you grow, you won't even have to worry about it. I'm going to send some hornets to drive them out. And it's just going to be yours.
That's so dope. Man, our Father is so dope. Just using nature to do the, man, the assignment just understood across the board. All right. 21. Nope. 30. Yeah, I was heck off. By let me see. 20. 30. By little and little I will drive them out from before you, until you be increased and inherit the land. And I will set your bounds from the Red Sea even unto the sea of the Philistines, and from the desert unto the river. For I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hand, and you shall drive them out before you. You shall cut no covenant with them, nor with their Elohim. They shall not dwell in your land, lest they make you sin against me. For if you serve their Elohim, it will surely be a snare unto you.
Yep,
Be
he
a
said
trap.
don't make no deals. In other words, don't marry him. Don't marry him. Don't make no deals. Don't say if we give you all this silver and gold, let us live. No.
Don't be like, you can spend a night. No. You can't spend a night.
And leave the silver and gold here, belongs to me. You got it. You dug it from my well.
Right.
Or my cave or
Absolutely.
whatever. No, you can't take nothing with you. No deal. Just go. And he said, I'll drive him out. Just don't go making no deals.
Absolutely.
No deals.
And he said unto Moshe, come up unto El Yahuwah, you and Aaron, Nadav, and Avihu, and 70 of the elders of Yasharel, and worship ye afar off. And Moshe alone shall come near El Yahuwah, but they shall not come nigh, neither shall the people go up with him.
Yeah, this is when he was separated. Because I think these 70 elders are the ones that are going to be the judges.
Okay.
Remember Jethro said to pick out these. So you got Aaron, his two sons, which are in the, serving the tabernacle whenever they build it, when he come down. But they're the priests, they're the Levites. And then he said, like the 70 that are going to judge, put all these people to the side.
Yeah.
But then Moshe, you come up a little higher.
Right.
Because I'm going to talk to you.
Got you.
But still separate them. So just so the people know, these are the ones. They get to come on the mountain. As you can see, because remember, Yahuwah is showing them who is who. So they can't get to saying, well, we didn't know. And who said he could be this? And Yahuwah's letting them know who is who. These are going to be the judges. They're going to, because remember, they still can't come up to the mountain. Remember, they still at the mountain. Well, Moses is just went up. Remember, he went into the smoke, but they stood afar off. Remember the people? Girl, we just read that at the beginning.
Wait, okay, say that again.
The people that were still at the bottom of the mountain.
Yeah.
Because you remember they got scared because when Yahuwah was talking, it was a bunch of like his voice sounded
thunder
like
and lightning and smoke.
So it was like, nah, we'll listen to you, Moses. Like,
so they backed up. And so then Moshe went up he took Moses and Aaron, and evidently these people too. But they only went so far up.
Okay.
And then they in there, they beyond the rope. They're on the other side of the rope.
They just didn't go all the way up.
They just can't go up as far as Moshe.
Was that in Jasher? No,
we just read that. I think we haven't read Jasher's account yet.
But Jasher don't do that?
I don't think we read Jasher's account yet. It might be in Jasher too. But we just read it here.
Was that last week?
Some of it was just today.
No, we did not.
Yeah.
We didn't. Where did we start? No. We didn't talk about that. We talked about
playing with me. I'm sitting over here like this girl cannot possibly be this stupid. Like she punking me.
Hey,
she punking me. I'm like, what she telling? And I was like, she punking me. Okay, all right.
I had both of y'all.
You sure did.
You didn't see me doing your whole hand movements. I was mocking your whole hand.
That's why I knew, like, wait, something ain't right.
And then Abram.
We're like, well, no, we just read that. Like,
Dad caught it. He said cliff. Yeah, it definitely was a cliff, y'all.
See how she be doing this?
Listen, they are fun, and I couldn't think a good spot to cliff y'all, so I had to cliff her. Somebody had to get the cliff.
She clipped me up.
And the look on her face was very like, she can't be this serious.
Yeah, I'm like,
why are you part of story time, man? We just read this.
We just read it. Okay, let me mark my page because she just threw me off.
Y'all, we thank y'all for rocking with us again on the second day. We will be back tomorrow, same time, okay? Same time. Thank you for your patience today. But we'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you for tuning to Story Time. Story Time. Story Time. Bye.
Shalom.
Shalom, family.
You gonna get it. You know it.